Hello and welcome to Sail with Gail and Mike. Good morning, Gail.
Good morning. So we're going to do our cabin review today. So do you think we should go in the bathroom first?
Well, just show them the emergency instructions and stuff on the back end.
All ships have these, but it just gives you all the information you need, how to use your life jacket, where your muster station is, and that'll all be explained to you on day one. You could bring another card with you. Just this stays in then to work your light, so your cruise card for your door you can both take out, and then you have your light switches. This is also a really good idea. This is magnetic. Gone exploring, taking it easy, pop that on the outside of your door and your cabin steward knows if you're having a little sleep in, because when you put that on he comes in or she comes in and cleans your room, so that's great. So do you want to go in the bathroom?
Yes.
Go in and I'll come past. So all the cabins, bathrooms are very similar. The ocean view and the balcony is the same as this. The inside, it's slightly smaller I'd say, but the other way round, but they've all got the same amenities.
The showers are all the same size, I think, aren't they?
I'm not sure, but anyway, they're really good size showers, lovely and hot, pressure's been really good. You also get your sink unit with lots of space underneath.
Yeah.
I think it's really...
One thing we've noticed, we've stayed in a few of these cabins before.
Oh,
Normally the door opens inwards and outwards, but on this one it only opens outwards.
So I don't know whether...
it's been repaired or something, or it's been changed.
Yeah, it hasn't leaked the whole time we've been here, so whatever they've done to it just works.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
But really, really great bathroom cabins on Iona and on Arvia.
Yeah. I'll just talk a bit about the air conditioning and the heating. Obviously we're on a cold cruise at the moment. Now the air conditioning hasn't been freezing cold, and I have noted another few people on Facebook have said that it's been okay for us. We've just opened the patio doors and it's cooled the room down, but if it had been on a warmer cruise I would have had to ask them to drop that down further. So we've had it on this. You're on an extra boost, you press this and it just sets it going. So it's just a little override to get it going quicker.
Loads of hooks as well. You've got hooks on the back of your bathroom door. You've got hooks,
which you definitely need
here
when you're coming on these colder cruises.
For your big coats.
Yeah, and as always we bring these with us ourselves. A couple of quid, 8 to 9 quid on
Brilliant.
Amazon, eBay, wherever you shop. So moving into the main area, you've got the dressing table area, which is fabulous, loads of space. Got little shelves there which I use for my bits and pieces, and also on top of here are blankets. You do need to ask your cabin attendant for these blankets, so we have used these on the balcony, sat out when it was just a bit chilly.
Lovely thick blankets.
Yeah.
These are the large ones. They do smaller ones
and
as well.
large, so he's brought us them.
Just ask your room attendant and he'll provide you with
perfect.
those.
Yeah. So moving along here, this is the only light, don't make a mistake, this is the only light that you have to turn off manually, so turn it off before you get in bed or you're getting back out. I feel that the wardrobes in here is enough, and I'd be happy on a 2-week cruise, because we do Arvia. You've got all that space for hanging. You can ask for more hangers if you require. And then these are the shelves. Now on this cruise, because we're not flying, I have brought these with me, which are ideal. These little boxes, I think they were from Aldi or Amazon, I'm not sure. It just means you bring all your stuff ready packed in them and pop them in the cupboard. So I think it's a really good idea. And here you've got your safe. Mike's got his clothes in there and his jeans up top.
You've also, in this top shelf, you have your laundry service form if you wish to have some laundry done. The form's hidden away up here.
But there's also a self-service laundrette which you can use, and there's one on most decks. So Mike's going to take over now and show you the bed area and the television.
It's fully interactive, shows you all your onboard account on there, and when it loads up we'll show you what the TV has to offer.
It also, while you're in bed, if you want to watch it in bed,
There you go.
it swings out to there. And I know a lot of people on other channels have been asking about, can you put a fire stick in? You can't. It's actually disabled.
Locked, yeah.
Yeah, so you're not able to do that.
So there's all your onboard accounts, ship map, weather, etc. And then you go down, so if you scroll up, just giving it a quick, for instance, the weather's really handy, especially on this Norwegian Fjords cruise. Gives you the current weather, which I think is really handy.
Yeah, so below here now we have the kettle, glasses and mugs, and in here are your biscuits, tea, milk. Now we like fresh milk, so we do bring a glass of it up if we want to make a cup of tea. We don't drink a lot of tea in the room, to be fair, it's just if you fancy one. Moving round to the bed area, you do have these side lights, the main light and one if you're reading, and underneath you have is it a
USB-A.
Yeah. Now on the right hand side of the bed you have your light switches and a plug socket, but on the other side you don't, so only one side. So if you've got CPAP machine, you would need to plug it in on this side of the bed, but obviously depending on what cabin you have, depends on which side that plug is. We prefer it by the window, mainly because of the view. I just feel like in bed you've got a lovely view out there, and also if you look on my friends going in the wardrobe here, it's quite tight with the bed, so that's the only two reasons we picked this. So underneath there you'd also have some other light switches, and if you just let them know about the round circle.
Oh yeah. So of a night they have a night light over by the bathroom, so if you're fiddling around in the dark and you want to go to the toilet, if you look on this light switch here, it's got like a indentation on it, in the dark, that's the light switch you activate. You press down to activate the night light, which is the light by the bathroom, so you can find your way. So handy little tip there for you.
So it is a little bit cold outside, so I'll just mention we have stayed in these cabins on this deck in this position 3 times now, because you get a double balcony towards a standard, and we also feel like it's one above deck 8. You do get a little bit of interaction with people and you can see things going on. Some people like to have total silence up on deck 15, that's fine. For us, we love this for the space and the position to the lifts as well. So let's just go outside. So we've had fog overnight, so the decks are quite damp at the moment, but we are going to have a sunny day.
So this is the position, deck 8 down there, so it's great for people watching. And we're directly above the conservatory mini suites on deck 8.
Yeah, just be careful if you are booking these rooms. Some of them are directly opposite the hot tubs.
Yeah.
You might not want to go in there. It might be ideal if you've got kids with you, so you can keep an eye on them in there.
Whereas if you end up with one of these balconies right next to the sticky out balconies, you might lose some sun, depending on where the sun is
and
positioned.
Privacy as well.
So we like being quite central on this little section here for that reason. I think it gives you the best of both worlds. And if you look up, you can see how much bigger our balconies are compared to everyone else's in this area. So yeah.
And it's the same price.
Yeah.
Of that grade, so you're not paying any extra.
Yeah.
Just need
you
to
can
be quick
see
getting them.
It's a really good sized balcony, and you get this extra panel here, which you don't get on the other one. So that just gives you that more feeling of space.
So under the television, there is some little units. They're not massive.
But I put all my camera stuff down there, just takes that nicely.
Like this, because it's tucked underneath. A lot of other cabins, you have those oval tables that you're just tripping up. They're in the way, where this you can tuck underneath, and it is nice just having a cup of tea while you're watching the telly.
Yeah.
But we think it's a very good cabin.
We love it. Well, this is the 3rd time in this class of cabin.
So if you've got any questions about these type of cabins, just drop them in the comments below.
Yeah.
As I said, I will put a little section in of my friend's cabin. So this is 9301, hers is 9302. Time to head over to our friend's cabin, 9302, to see what the differences are. The majority of the cabins on Iona and Arvia are back to back, so you'll get one cabin with their bed by the balcony and one like this with the bed by the wardrobes. It's a shame that P&O don't add this to their deck plan because it would make people choosing so much easier. As you can see, with the wardrobe door open, it's quite tight, especially when two of you are trying to get ready of an evening. Which cabin do you prefer? The bed by the wardrobes, or like us, we prefer it by the balcony? Let us know in the comments. You can bring on 2 bottles of wine for consumption in your own room.
Just ask your room attendant for a wine glass if you don't want to drink your wine out of one of them. Yeah, I'm just going to show you the proximity to the lifts from here. So out the room, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 paces you're at the lifts, the front lifts. So yeah, it's a great spot. And you're close to the laundrette as well. And that covers everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very comfortable stay. Having a big balcony is the big bonus for this area.
Yeah.